I can't believe that's real, bro.
Dashcam footage.
All right. Grandma discovers Grandpa's sick secret. What could Grandpa? What did you do, Grandpa?
Why do you replacing her? What? So.
Oh my
The
God.
family is left devastated when a little girl's horrifying revelation leads to the arrest of her great-grandfather. But what he
Jesus
tells detectives
Christ,
will
bro.
prove to be worse
A
than
pedo.
anything they imagined.
My grandson's gonna hate me.
The following is based on official police records released to date, and the footage has never been seen before until now. In 2025, a
This is
four-year-old
messed
girl
up.
shocks her parents when she alleges that her great-grandfather, Michael Brenton, behaved inappropriately with her while he was babysitting her over the last few months. After learning more about the full extent of the allegation, they decide to report Michael.
How's it going? Are you Michael?
And he has a Jesus. Why is every pedophile religious, bro? I feel like they use it as like a coping mechanism or something, or like the mask themselves.
Yeah, no worries.
Like if they know they're a bad person,
Yeah, nice
they
house.
they get big about Jesus.
It was supposed to be has its flaws. How can I help you?
Well, Michael,
Michael, you're replacing her.
Come to Jesus and live, and he's got a Jesus shirt, bro.
Assault of a child.
A what?
Assault of a child.
Michael is promptly cuffed and transported away from the home he shares with his wife Bonnie and her grandsons. Due to the time frame of the allegation, detectives were unable to complete a SANE kit to collect DNA evidence, leaving them to piece together what transpired through interviews with the victim and Michael himself.
I work in the Detective Bureau, in our sensitive crimes unit. Or
Bro,
special
people like him
victims
should be
unit.
put down.
I specialize more so in crimes against kiddos. So,
Like what?
kids, juveniles. So you are in custody.
Right.
From my understanding, you would like to speak to me?
Well,
Or you're-
they asked me if I would talk,
Yeah.
but then the attorney said not to talk.
Okay.
So how much do you want?
Is he
I would just
stupid?
like to speak with you. Are you now willing to answer questions or make a statement?
Yeah. I have a question. This is,
You said
I
yeah
never
to
saw them. I never saw a police report. I never saw the accusations.
In a forensic interview, the victim would describe in horrific detail what Papa Mike did to her.
Jesus
In an
Christ.
interview with Michael's wife Bonnie, the detectives state that they were inclined to believe the victim's statements to be true due to the disturbing nature of what she shared.
But if there's no evidence to it, you know, it's kind of just he said, she said. So that's kind of how I took this at first, you know, like, but the thing is, she's 4 years old. A 4-year-old doesn't know stuff like that, right?
I would say probably not,
It's probable that she wouldn't know something like that.
Of course she
unless it was
doesn't.
True, correct?
right?
And the fact that she can straight up say
Yeah.
to 5 different people that Papa Mike did this, it makes me believe that this probably happened.
Multiple family members and
That's why you always gotta choose your partner carefully. You'd want to end up marrying a pedophile.
friends would claim in police interviews that Michael never displayed any questionable behaviors prior to the current allegations. The victim's parents, however, would reveal in interviews and victim impact statements that he had behaved inappropriately with several family members in the past, lending further weight to the victim's accusation.
Do you think there would be any reason for her to lie about this or say this?
I know she always likes Papa because she kind of idolizes him because I'll say, can Graham have a kiss? And she'll say, no, Papa. You know, she kind of
That's
sees
disgusting.
what kind of reaction she's going to get from me when she don't want to kiss me.
This is disgusting, bro.
I
Oh
just-
my God.
I mean, I know he just idolizes her. She's just such a cutie.
Bro,
Well, I just
you're
saw
making
that
it
right
worse.
now.
Lady,
Yeah,
stop
she did.
saying that.
You know how some kids sit in the back seat and go, "Are we there yet? Are we there?"
Oh, yeah.
No, I hear, "Love you, Papa. Love you, Papa."
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Despite Michael and Bonnie's claims, the little girl's parents tell a very different story in their victim impact
My name is Joe Rogan.
statements. They allege their daughter was uncomfortable visiting her great-grandparents' home and would ask to leave as quickly as possible. Yet Michael's own account of their time together appears to unfold very differently.
And it makes me feel good. They saw loves me like she does, you know.
Yeah, that's good.
And in my big seat, we watch all her YouTube shows. But if I get up to go to the bathroom, she'll follow me.
Mm-hmm.
So I started shutting the door, and she started opening up the door.
Yeah.
Then I started locking the door. She wants to pinch my nose and then hold my lips.
Mm.
And she'll do that when we're in the truck waiting for Grandma's bus to come.
Yeah. So
one day she took all of her little meaty babies, whatever they are, and she piled them up on my head, and I'm going, I can't breathe. This ain't good, but anyways,
What does that have to do with anything?
that's sort of where it kind of started. If Mom and Dad found out, we're going to get our butts whooped,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But that probably happened all of maybe 6 times, but nothing.
Just like playing and stuff.
Yeah.
Michael insists that nothing inappropriate occurred until recently, owing to him rarely being alone with her.
Bro, like that fucking helps at the situation at all. You still did it. Shock. Shock chair. Poison needle. Firing line.
Yet the victim's
Hanging. Decapitation.
parents allege in their letters that Michael
Burned at a stake.
began manipulating their daughter long before the time frame of the current allegations, detailing changes in her behavior, including frequent nightmares, angry
Irito, bro. This is not the time to be fucking commenting emojis like that, bro. This is like a fucked up video. Read the room.
outbursts, and other trauma-related symptoms. They also expressed their belief that she was not his first victim.
Jesus
Jordan
Christ.
moved in, and there was no more playing downstairs.
No.
We slept during the day, so it wasn't downstairs time again until like 4 weeks ago, and
She did that again. What was the first time?
last fall.
Like 2024 or 2023?
Oh, 2024.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then how many times do you think she's done that?
6 or 7.
Okay.
Sorry.
But I could have said no, and I didn't.
Who's all home at this time?
Oh, it's just us on Wednesdays.
Oh, where's Vanya?
She's with her girlfriends. She don't get home till 2 o'clock.
Okay.
That's why I try to take her someplace so these things don't.
This guy needs to be kill him in Minecraft in real life.
Inspire, you know.
The
Yeah, it's like when the Bible says,
Bro, and like this cop has a gun on him right now, bro. Like he could just end it.
avoid evil.
yeah.
You know.
If you're not where evil is, then
Yeah.
evil won't see you,
Mhm.
or you won't find it.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah.
So you intentionally take her out of the house so this doesn't happen.
Right.
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
And it makes it for a fun day, right?
Yeah.
You guys get to go to the
Yeah.
pony farm.
Yeah. Because I feel bad that it's all happened, and
Did it ever happen anywhere else other than in the
No.
basement?
no.
Have you
course.
found out anyone else was home?
It happened in the
No.
basement.
Why is that?
Because somebody's home.
Yeah. Has there ever been another time where something like this has happened?
No.
Michael claims that playtime with the victim began to take a turn in 2024, stating he rarely had an opportunity to be alone with her except for their time in the basement. In her forensic interview, however, the little girl would claim her great-grandfather's misconduct extended beyond the basement.
Oh
The detective
shit.
decides to question Michael further to better understand how exactly his babysitting of the 4-year-old girl could escalate to such a degree.
Do you
Because he's a
enjoy
monster.
Doing this with her? I don't want to say
Yes.
like,
Yeah. I'm gonna say yes and no.
okay. Tell me more about that.
Well, my wife and I used to be pretty active,
Yeah.
and so you like.
Yeah.
That's why the yes and the no. I told this to Bonnie. We got in a big tiff here many months ago. I had an affair on her like 25 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
and it wasn't like I love you affair. It was just she had an itch, I had one. So yeah, Bonnie has been. I told her, I says, when you became a grandma, you stopped being a wife.
Mm.
You know. And I told her, I said, you need to read Corinthians chapter 7 because you're not supposed to do that to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Apostle Paul is talking about when you're in a time of fasting and prayer, but you've got to come back to
Man,
your
shut the
spouse
fuck up. Apostle
and
Paul
take
ain't
care of
saving you here.
business.
Right.
And
Yeah.
that's might not be in the book for my wife,
Right.
but I stay with her.
So do you get that like
Bro, this is like a
Because right
cut,
now
bone dry
with your
case, bro. You admitted to
Yeah.
it.
It's
Yeah.
empty. There's a box there.
Yeah.
She's not fulfilling her duties. If
Yeah.
You will. Does that box get a little filled by doing this? Just kind of a little drip of water into the box to fill it, you know, just to feel something in there?
I don't know.
Are you like attracted to her? Would you say?
No, I just love her because she's just a sweetheart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she seems like a sweet.
Can you
Yeah.
get him out of here? How
No.
much more do you need,
Yeah,
bro?
I mean-
Arrest him.
Being 4 years old, that would be harmful.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What if she was like 10, like in like 6 years? Or
Oh, I didn't want to think of that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think that your actions were wrong?
Oh, definitely.
Do you think that you should be in jail right now?
Bro, imagine the parents, the anger like the dad feels. He probably wants to murder this guy so bad.
Well, I don't like being here, but I know why I'm here.
Do you think it's deserving? Not even necessarily. If someone
Well,
else were to do this.
God says, "What you do in secret, I will shout from the mountaintop."
Yeah.
God's shouting. I know God loves me and forgives me, but I don't want to be sinning. You know, because Jesus says, "If you love me, you keep my commandments." You know, and I'm blowing it here. I didn't want it to be happening. You know, it's that warfare inside you, or like the bad angel, good angel. You know, it's a battle.
Yeah.
You know,
Mhm.
and I don't want to be fighting. That's what I told Deacon from church. Says I'm just going through a war.
Mhm.
While Michael's account doesn't fully align with the victim's report, he doesn't appear to deny the allegations against him, instead framing them as a personal test and a consequence of the breakdown of his marriage to Bonnie. Following his revelation, Michael must deal with the consequences of his actions, as well as his choice to speak to detectives.
When I get home, I got neighbors that seen 3 cop cars in front of my house, seeing me get cuffed.
Right.
They're going to ask questions. Jake's going to tell his mom. His mom is going to tell my best friend because they work together.
Yeah.
And I am just going to be shamed. I pray this conversation doesn't bury me because as it is, just I know a lot of people are going to find out.
Bro, you're already fucked, dude.
I guess the word
should die.
shame. Yeah. Family members. I have a feeling that Bonnie won't be accepted at Jake's.
And Bonnie had no idea this was going on?
No. Mm-mm. She didn't have any idea until after I got hauled away, and then the police went back there to sit down and talk with her. So I haven't talked with her.
Mm-hmm. So you tried calling her or not?
No.
My grandson's gonna hate me.
Jacob doesn't answer at all.
I thought it was funny that he didn't answer me when I tried to text him today, because he always answers me even if he's at work. Can't get one person's life straightened out and then something else happens. It just seems like never ending. No matter how much you pray, it's like,
Yeah, because you can't just pray and expect everything to get better, bro. You gotta make it better yourself. You gotta change shit.
there's still
Take
good.
action, bitch.
I'm so sorry that happened. It would happen, I don't know.
It's not your fault. No.
And they know that's not your fault.
No, but I should have been taking care of her.
Did I tell you too much? Did I tell you more than a lawyer would expect me to tell you?
I'm not a lawyer.
This guy is so dumb. He literally exposed, oh my god, he's never seen a crime show in his life.
Yeah.
I just always, you know, like I said, I don't have like.
But does this work against me?
I'm
The other
just-
part?
I'm a truth finder.
Mm-hmm.
I have zero skin in the game.
So where does this information go now?
I just read a report.
And then who reads it after that?
The district attorney and your lawyer.
Hmm.
Anything else that you think I should know? You
No,
want to share?
I just hope all I just told you isn't going to put me in jail for long term.
According to court records, 71-year-old Michael Brenton pled guilty to a first-degree offense involving a minor. In their statements, the victim's parents demanded the maximum allowed sentence for Michael, asserting their belief that a shorter sentence would harm their daughter's well-being. Michael was sentenced to 29 years in prison, followed by 10 years extended supervision. It was also
That's
ordered
basically-
that he be placed on the lifetime registry.
That's basically a life
We had
sentence
to
because of
cut
how old
many
he is.
details from this video for YouTube. Watch our full videos as they were originally made, with no randomly muted words.
Like gets
or
out of
details.
jail at 100 and then has to be on freaking watch for 10 years after that. There's 110.
Austin, super hot. Every girl wants a shot, but he can't go to the bars no more. His race is too high, it's lore. He loves LeBron, that's for sure, but the girls, they just want more. Austin, what to do when every girl wants you?